Hi there, my name is Jody Halliday, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the wearable art that I make. And you're on my website, so obviously you're kind of maybe taking a little bit of a look at that. One of the three bags that I make is this little bag here called a Connie bag. And what you'll note on my website is that all of my bags feature something of interest. This particular little Connie bag features a replica coin from Hadrian's Wall. And I think that's kind of a fun way to adorn a bag. All of my work is based on a fabric that I call sky fabric. Sky fabric is a layered fabric that I create. I start with a base layer and then I add textural layers or colored layers or something that I want to come through to build up the fiber in the bag. So all of my bags have something in them, are based on this sky fabric, which is a multi-layered textural piece. And then the bag is adorned and is built around that particular piece of fabric. The medium-sized bag that I make is called Trudy, and this is an example of the Trudy. This particular Trudy was inspired by Hurricane Irene. I was over on Peaks Island outside of Portland Harbor when the hurricane came through, and I was really inspired to make a piece of fabric that had the greens and the blues and the grays and the blacks of the ocean, but had the white caps that came through the next morning when the storm went through. So I worked hard to create a fabric that had those colors that I thought would work. And then when I thought about adorning this bag, I remembered that I had some Orthocera. These are Orthocera. They are fossilized squid tails that are about 350 million years old. And I thought they'd be a perfect way to adorn my Trudy bag. Isn't she fun? This is an example of my largest bag. This bag is called Ogden. He's named after my grandpa. This is an Augie, and Augie is a great big thing. She's kind of modeled after a tote bag. She goes over your shoulder this way. And this particular Augie is adorned with a bead that has come from Yemen, it's an amber and silver bead from Yemen, and the bones have come from India, and the little beads on the front are from part of a necklace that came from Nagaland. Nagaland is on the border of Burma and, Burma and India. And you may recognize those beads as being a part of the necklace that I'm wearing. Actually, when I was shopping, I was in London on Pachelbel Road, and I was shopping for interesting things to use in my bags, and I found this necklace, and I brought it home and realized that I couldn't tear it apart to put into bags. So I went back the next day, and there was a second necklace that had a broken bead on it, so I bought the second necklace, and this is what's going to go into some future bags. The rest of the necklace. I wanted to show you the inside of what an Augie bag looks like, because Augie is designed to carry your life around. If you're carrying your life around with you, you should be able to do it with a bit of panache. So an Augie bag is going to have in it, this particular one has, I think there are 6 pockets here. There's a big pocket here for your for a computer or some kind of a device like that. We have a pocket here that's been adorned again with the same beads for either glasses or perhaps some of the wires, some of the cording that you might need, or maybe pens or pencils or whatever. All of my big Augies have a carabiner to be able to carry your keys. Then on this side we have whatever you need. You've got a place for your phone, a place for whatever else you might need that you're going to have to carry around with you. So my idea on an Augie is that if you're carrying your life around with you, you should be able to do it with a bit of panache. The last thing that I wanted to show to you was a piece of custom work, and this is actually a custom piece that I made for myself. I'm very interested in doing custom work for people because I believe that fabrics and artifacts that tell a story and are meaningful to somebody are a really important thing to have that you can carry around with you. So for example, it's great to be able to do a piece of work and include a button from a great-grandmother, or a piece of lace, or a piece of fabric that might have that just has meaning for you. This particular bag is based around a trim, what I call my camel adornment. It's a trim that I brought back from being with the Bedouin people in the south of Israel many years ago, and I've had this trim in my sewing room forever. And when I saw this fabric and I realized I could combine the sky fabric that I like to make with this adornment, I thought, oh, what a wonderful thing to do. And now every time that I look at this bag, I kind of have this remembrance of that wonderful trip and of that time in my life. And maybe there's an artifact or a button or something that has meaning for you, and you'd like to be able to carry that around with you.